Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Dutchman Watches Mahjong Soul. We're doing things a little bit different tonight. I've got a relatively high level game. We've got 3 expert 3s, 1 master 1. I can read all the names, so I'll be able to not get tongue-tied while we're watching. But in comparison to last episode, yesterday, where we were a bit bamboozled by the choices people were making. Hopefully we'll be able to follow the thread a little bit more. Let's start off with our dealer. Turn on our settings. So we've got Arajun, we'll call them Ara. We got Nekopin. Yupe Kumin, call them Epic. And then Moto 38. So Ara starts off with 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 2, 3, 6, 7, 7, 9. And East, dropping all their honors in order, keeping a couple of pair options. Very efficient shapes. They've got all their blocks. Hopefully they can get there first. Nekopin. 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 7, Dora 2 and a 4. And then some honors with the Pona greens. So they just need to find a pair. They've got the 2s they can do something with. And they should be good to go. Epic across the way. 3, 6, 8, 2, 3, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 9, 6, south. So they've got some inside blocks. They're gonna be hard to deal with. They filled in, they're only double-sided, so a little bit slower from Epic. Moto 38. 5, 6, 4, 5, 7, 8, 8, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Pretty good. They've got their blocks, they've got double-sided weights. The 7's a little bit weak, but otherwise, good hand. Nekopin gets there first though. They do end up using those 2s as the pair, filling in on the inside 3. They have a double-sided 6 and 9 in the characters. For greens, Dora 1. The 6s get conned, the 5 gets discarded. Our dealer does not have any 6s or 9s. If they draw a 6, they can use it. They might be nervous though. Epic finds Tempai on the 4 of dots only. They drew a 6 and kept it, discarding the 7s as a pair. The 9s are going to set up the 6 for a Suji trap. If anyone... Oh! Sorry, 4 of dots. The 6s are over here. They wouldn't have done that. Moto, is that Tempai? Not quite. But they got 2 dangerous tiles in their hand. They're going to have to play completely safe if they want to make it out of this one alive. Nekopin draws a 7 of dots. The 6 comes out from the Reichi. Nekopin, a very cheap hand. Greens, Dora 1, 2,000 points. And we move on. Neko gets to be dealer now. Let's see how they play from the hot seat. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Dora 4 and a pair of 9s. A very good hand, but they've got a couple of honors they gotta get rid of first. Epic has a pair of reds, pair of 7s, 5, 6, and a 1, 2. So terminal weight. Double-sided if they want to drop that 8. They found a pwn of the 7s, so if they do pwn those reds, they need another pair somewhere. Ara pwns the whites to the left. They are Ishan 10, but they do still need a pair. Moto 6, 7. A 1, 3, 4, 5 looking for a 2. A 1, 2, 5, 6. Pair of 8s, probably dropping the 9 there. Very good sequences. They can drop that 1 at any time. Ara, with their last draw, has paired the 1s. So they have double-sided, 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 dropping green and 8 and east. And they're good to go. Nekopin draws a 6 and a 5, 6, 6. What will they do? They discard the east, keeping their options open. They've got a lot of pairs. Maybe they can even turn it into 7 pairs if they want to. Epic finds a pair of 2s for their pair. They can steal the reds whenever they want to now. Maybe dropping the 8, dropping the 4, taking double-sided, double-sided. They did get hit for the 2,000 points earlier. They discard the 2 reds. So they're playing a little bit safe. but also probably pushing for Tanya to try and get some of that value back. And now I have inside weight on the 7 and inside weight on the 4. Moto, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not much has changed over here. They keep the 1s as the pair, thinking they'll either find an 8 or a 7 here on this terminal. Or maybe that the 1-8 is a good double pair weight. Ara, on the other hand, has cheated the 2, 3, 4. They do still need a character. That's the one they needed. They dropped the 3 of their Tenpai on 3 and 6 of the Pinzu, the dots. 1, 3 is in the dead wall. There's another over here. There's a 6 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just Sumo. With 5 tiles in sight, there was 3 left in the wall. 3 out of 35, maybe a 1 in 10 chance that anybody could have drawn that tile. If I'm doing my math right. Anyways, dealer did not win, so we rotate over to Epic is our new dealer. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a 3, 4, and a 6, 7. This is probably the fastest hand on the table. Double-sided weights everywhere. They've got a 9 and an East. They just need to find a pair. And you know, these dots can be used as a pair as well. Just knock off that 9, take a 5, 8 weight, drop off the 5, take a 6, 9. Play it however you want to. Moto, 1, 4, 8, 9, 9, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Bamboos are looking pretty good. They drop off the 1 because they've already got a 4. That's a pretty common move. But not as fast as Epic will be, for sure. Even with that pairing up the 8s. Ara, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5. Looking for an inside 4. And an inside 4 again, perhaps in the Ipeco weight. I already got the 6, 7, 8 filled in. They can drop off the 5, making the 3s the pair. I think you'd rather drop off the 1, 2. Could have even dropped the 7, 6 if they wanted to go that route. Lastly, Necopine, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 8. No, they did draw the 6, so 6, 7, 8. That wasn't crazy. 1, 2, 5, 6, 6, 7. So they don't have a pair yet. If they want to use these 6s, they'd have to drop the 7 and the 5. Or keep the whole thing, drop the 2 and the 1, going on an inside weight on a 6. With 1, 6 out there, it's not a good idea. Moto finds it. All those bamboos finally did something. They've got a double pair weight on 8s and 9s. There's 1, 8, there's 1, 9. There's another 8. So it's a long shot. I believe there's only 1 tile left in the wall, unless Necopine's going to break up one of their best sequences, which I doubt they will. On the other hand, Ara has found a pair weight. They did fill in the Ipeco on the dots. They dropped their 3, taking the pair weight on the 5, and then decided that's good enough for a Ricci. If the red 5 comes out, it's an extra door or 2. Not a bad move. Speak of the devil, there it is, but it is held successfully. Necopine probably folding out if they're going to defend that red 5. 8, 9, Genbutsu safe tiles. So with 2 attackers, 1 defender, what will Epic do? They're playing safe for now. If they make it back into Tenpai, are they going to keep on pushing? Necopine pushes on the 6, but with the 9s and the 3s out there, it's pretty much a safe bet. 5, 6. It's a good shape, but the 5s are safe. They drop the 2. Epic finds Ricci, dropping the 4 bamboo. Yeah, double-sided 5, 8 weight. They don't take it. They do have Pinfu Tanyao, so they don't need the Ricci. And by not going Ricci, they're not only not losing the 1,000 points, but they're also protecting themselves. They can always, if this tile was still dangerous, they could have protected that and thrown their hand away. They're not losing anything by not going Ricci. Oh, Rowan on the last tile even. That's a spicy meatball. Not a lot of points. Ricci would have changed that for sure, but dealer gets another seat. They're in second place. It could be worse. Epic starts us off with a pair of ones, which are Dora, 6-7, a 3-6 in the dots, which are at ends with each other, a pair of 7s and an 8-9, so the 7s are not really great there. I want to break that off pretty quickly. And you want those ones to be your pair anyways, with a Lonely East. Moto has already pwned south, that's their seat wind. They have Yaku high value. A pair of 3s to cover their backside, a 7-8, 1-3-5-5, 1-3-5 and a 5-8 probably would be the better way to look at that. So just a couple of shapes left to fill in and Moto's ready to go. Ara across the way is a pair of 3s, a 4-5-6-6, 2-3-3 and a red. They have pwned the east, which is the round wind. They have Yaku high. They found another 5, so they've got a double-sided weight for 4s and 7s in the dots, and plenty of pairs they can call to get to Tenpai. Nekopine, 4-4, 5-6, 7-7-8. So double-sided 7-8 with a pair of the 4s. 5-6-7 is already filled in, and then the three-sided inside weight, two-sided inside weight, 2-4-6, picking up either 3-5, dropping whatever's left over. Moto has found Tenpai on 3s and 5s of 3s of dots, 5s of bamboo. Opting not to go for any double-sided, but they're open. They can always rotate that out if they feel it's prudent. Epic has not made any progress in this hand. It doesn't look like they've been defending to protect against these guys, but just not drawing the tiles they needed to make this a reality. There's an 8. That's finally a useful tile, but they're dropping their dots, and this 2 is going to get them hit. Moto has swapped into a double-sided weight, dropping the 3 after drawing a 4. 2s and 5s are now dangerous. Oh, it looks like Epic is fully committing. This 2 is going to come out almost guaranteed. Unless they can sense the danger, and they don't. It's a cheap hand, but that will pull them out of second place. Moto fights their way back over 20k, but nobody's above 30, so we might actually see a south round on this east-only matchup. Moto starts off with a pretty decent hand. Pair of 2s, pair of 8s, pair of whites, pair of reds. Could be Sho Sangen at the minimum, if not Dai Sengen. Ara, to the right, has a 3-4, 4-5-6, 7-7-9, 4-4, 6-7-8, so 4s and 7s are their pairs. Double-sided weight, inside weight on the 8 of dots. Pretty fast hand for Ara. And given that Moto has to steal all their tiles, Ara might be able to sneak this one out. Nekopine, 2-3-4, 6-9-9, 1-5, 4-5. So 2-3-4 is their best shape. They've got an inside weight capturing that Dora. Then a couple of loose dots and some other tiles. Epic has 7-8, 2-3-3, 4, 6-7, 1-3-5, and a pair of 6s. So double inside weight, double-sided weight. Pair of 3s if they want to go that way. They probably got the pair of 6s. The 3 will probably come out, keeping the double-sided 6-7. They found their 2. Will they drop their 5 right away? That's an interesting move. I guess they're trying to make open Tanya. In which case, they keep the 2-3 so they can end up for a 10. That might be the sloppiest move we've seen from this grouping. Unless I'm misreading their intentions, I don't know why the 1 would have come out when they had a completed sequence. Ricci Pinfu would have been more than enough. As we are talking though, Ara has found their tile. They simoed it. Ricci Simo, Ipatsu. Will definitely take them above 30k. Wow, Ara 3. Alright, well that's the end of this one. Moto keeps 4th. Epic is in 2nd. Third, sorry. Anyways, well done, Ara. A very nice hand to finish off the game. Congratulations to all of our players. And thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, please click the like and subscribe button. It really helps small channels, I said that right, like this one, grow and reach a wider audience. If you've ever gotten Uradora-san in a recent memory, go ahead and share it down below in the comments. And I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening. Goodbye.